So yeah, the rumors are true. Appa in Tokyo is no more. Okay, so you guys already know this, but in like March of 2024, I kind of randomly decided to just move to Tokyo. And at the time, I had never even been to Tokyo before. I had never even been to Japan before. But the stars were kind of aligning, and it just felt like the right move for my life. After I had made that decision, less than 3 months later, I had sold all of my belongings, packed up what was left, and moved my life halfway across the world. Crazy thing was, as soon as I landed in Japan, I really started getting a handle on how much misinformation I had actually consumed before my move here. And dealing with the aftermath or like blowback of all that misinformation is what inspired me to get back on YouTube. And on July 3rd, 2024, I posted my first YouTube video in almost 7 years, and Appa in Tokyo was born. And regardless of what's about to happen, to this day, posting about my experience in Japan on YouTube has probably been one of the best decisions I have ever made. And that's true even more so knowing how helpful this content has been for all of you who have taken this journey with me. But you know what they say, all good things come to an end. It hasn't even been a full year yet, but in that time, you guys have watched me do battle with the Japanese embassy in LA. Never gonna forget them. You've watched me hit the club solo in Tokyo, during which I took you guys with me when I tried a bidet for the very first time. We've been to Kamakura, Yokohama, Hokkaido, China, Bali, the Philippines, LA, and so much more. And we've also done everything in our power that we could possibly do to try to make friends and build community out here. You guys have been with me through every culture shock, through every instance where a reformed picky eater such as myself tried new food, like mall sushi. Still don't know what I was thinking. And we can't forget the many, 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 many dating fails. And for your support through all of that, I will always be grateful. And though I have learned to appreciate a good vlog, I can honestly say, hands down, my favorite videos with you guys have been these videos, the Yap sessions. I have truly loved them. But as I look at all that I've accomplished on this channel, and quite frankly, all that I failed at on this channel, it's clear to me that this is just no longer sustainable. And since we're being honest, I think a great deal of my failures on YouTube have really stemmed from this idea of me trying to do what I think I'm supposed to be doing and not actually doing what I want to do. And I think this led to me just kind of like flailing around, not really going in any particular direction, not really gaining any sustainable growth with my channel, and also just kind of having a very like stop start mentality as far as like traction goes. If you guys have ever been hiking, or if you like ever lived somewhere where like blizzards are like a thing, then a piece of advice you've probably heard is that when you're in a situation where you're like lost in a blizzard or like lost on a hike in like a forest somewhere, is stop moving. It does not make sense to just kind of keep walking when you don't know where you are, you don't know which direction you're going, you're disoriented. And like if you just keep wandering about, all you really do is disorient yourself further. When you're in those situations, they often tell you like take a beat if you can, and just see if you can reset yourself on the right path to move forward so that you don't make your situation worse than it already is. This is advice that I have recently had to apply not just to my journey as a content creator, but just to my life in general. You guys may have already noticed this, but I took like a month or two off from posting on here. And that time revealed a lot to me. Namely, that I don't want to be oppa in Tokyo anymore. And so, starting today, I'm not. Consider this oppa in Tokyo's formal resignation letter. If I'm being honest, this is actually a very scary step for me because I fully realize that many of you are only here because I'm in Tokyo. And maybe that means that this is where we part ways. But I've realized now that as I seek to grow my platform and like my online presence, I don't want to be limited to something as arbitrary as where I live. And I really just want to grow a platform where, not to be arrogant, but I'm the focus. And my location, wherever that may be, should be considered more of a backdrop. To be clear, this does not mean that I'm leaving Tokyo. Okay? Immigration might have something different to say about that, but as of now, that don't mean I'm leaving Tokyo, okay? But it does mean that I am leaving the name behind and my content pillars are going to experience a shift and the content is going to experience a change. So moving forward, the channel name is just going to be opeyemi, which is the phonetic spelling of my actual name. And of course, I'm still gonna give you guys the tea about my life here in Tokyo. But more than that, I just want to share my life without every topic being tied to the fact that I live in Japan. I hope that makes sense. Think of this as a massive season 2 shakeup. It's still the same show with mostly the same characters, but a major title change. So yeah, the rumors are true. Oppa in Tokyo is no more. Anywho, I hope you guys are excited for what's about to come from this channel. And I hope most of you stick around for the journey. I hope all of you stick around for the journey, but I understand if I gotta lose a couple of you. What better way though to mourn Oppa in Tokyo by binging all of my previous content? If you click this video on the screen, you will start a playlist of some of my greatest hits as Oppa in Tokyo. And I will see you guys soon for the season 2 premiere. Give me 2 weeks. Okay, Jane. Mwah.